Chapter 1 of the National Nursery Book. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The National Nursery Book by Unknown. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time there lived on the borders of a great forest a woodman and his wife who had one little daughter, a sweet, kind child whom everyone loved. She was the joy of her mother's heart, and to please her, the good woman made her a little scarlet cloak and hood, and the child looked so pretty in it that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day her mother told her she meant to send her to her grandmother, a very old woman who lived in the heart of the wood, to take her some fresh butter and new-laid eggs and a nice cake. Little Red Riding Hood was very pleased to be sent on this errand, for she liked to do kind things, and it was so very long since she had seen her grandmother that she had almost forgotten what the dame looked like. The Wolf. The sun was shining brightly, but it was not too warm under the shade of the old trees, and Red Riding Hood sang with glee as she gathered a great bunch of wild flowers to give to her grandmother. She sang so sweetly that a cushat dove flew down from a tree and followed her. Now it happened that a wolf, a very cruel, greedy creature, heard her song also and longed to eat her for his breakfast. But he knew Hugh the woodman was at work very near with his great dog, and he feared they might hear Red Riding Hood cry out if he frightened her, and then they would kill him. So he came up to her very gently and said, "Good day, Little Red Riding Hood. Where are you going?" "To see my grandmother," said the child, "and to take her a present from mother of eggs and butter and cake."
"Where does your grandmamma live?"
asked the wolf. "Quite in the middle of the wood," she replied.
"Oh, I think I know the house. Good day, Red Riding Hood."
And the wolf ran off as fast as he could. At Play in the Wood. Little Red Riding Hood was not in a hurry, and there were many things to amuse her in the wood. She ran after the white and yellow butterflies that danced before her, and sometimes she caught one, but she always let it go again, for she never liked to hurt any creature. And then there were the merry, cunning little squirrels to watch, cracking nuts on the branches of the old trees, and every now and then a rabbit would hurry away through the tall ferns, or a great bee come buzzing near her, and she would stop to watch it gathering honey from the flowers and wild thyme. So she went on very slowly. By and by she saw Hugh the woodman.
"Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood?" said he, "all alone?"
"I am going to my grandmamma's," said the child. "Good day, I must make haste now, for it grows late."
Grandmother and the Wolf.
While Little Red Riding Hood was at play in the wood, the great wolf galloped on as fast as he could to the old woman's house. Grandmother lived all by herself, but once or twice a day a neighbor's child came to tidy her house and get her food. Now Grandmother was very feeble and often kept to her bed, and it happened that she was in bed the day Little Red Riding Hood went to see her. When the wolf reached the cottage door, he tapped. "Who is there?" asked the old dame.
"Little Red Riding Hood, Granny,"
said the wolf, trying to speak like the child.
"Come in, my dear,"
said the old lady, who was a little deaf.
"Pull the string and the latch will come up."
The wolf did as she told him, went in, and you may think how frightened poor grandmother was when she saw him standing by her bed instead of Little Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood at the door. Very soon the wolf, who was quite hungry after his run,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?